What's up, everybody? It's Monday morning blah. Monday morning blahs. So, I had posted a video a couple of weeks back on Flight 93. The 3 calls that were made off from this flight. There's a lot of controversy right now about these 3 phone calls. People are saying those calls didn't even come from the plane. Hey, listen, I don't know myself. All I can tell you is the 3 phone calls that I had put out there is directly from Flight 93's the Memorial. Okay? I got it directly from the Memorial. That's all I can say. Another thing that I can say, because there are many, many witnesses. I live approximately about, I'm going to say about 45 minutes to an hour from where Flight 93 Memorial is. From where the plane had actually crashed. I'm about 45 minutes to an hour. There are people, and I actually have a co-worker that has a family member that saw the plane. He saw the plane. There are other witnesses that stems from Latrobe, Pennsylvania to Somerset, Pennsylvania, all the way through to Shanksville, Pennsylvania. All these witnesses are claiming that they saw the same plane. The plane did not have any logos on it. This plane was just pure white. It was a pure white plane that they seen. Now, 3 of the witnesses that I know of was basically saying that the plane that they saw was very large. It didn't have any logos, but it was flying so low that it was actually skimming across the tops of the trees. Now, I don't know what that's all about, because according to my understanding, according to the information that is at the Memorial, because they actually have like a video that shows the flight of 93, it doesn't ever indicate on that video that the plane was that low. So if this plane was skimming the tops of trees, that's what, only a couple hundred feet, if that, above ground. And I'm thinking, is that possible? Is it possible for the plane to fly that low and still be up in the air? I don't know. But all these witnesses here locally, they know what they saw. The crazy thing about it is, there was also, on the same day, there was a pure white plane that was flying over Washington, D.C. It was flying at a higher altitude, but according to officials did not know who this was. They didn't know anything about this white plane. And they say that no airline is even permitted to fly around Washington, D.C., around the White House, the Pentagon, what have you. It's off limits. But this white plane, they do have video of it. They show a pure white plane that's flying around Washington. Another interesting fact is a lot of the people in New York City are excuse me. Every time I do a video, I either cough, burp, or fart. There you have it. Anyhow, witnesses, and there is a shitload of witnesses from New York City that saw the planes. They saw the planes coming towards the towers, and they claim that these planes were not commercial airliners. These planes were a solid color. Some say that they saw a gray. It was a solid gray, like a military gray. And other people claim that there was like a solid black color. So listen, people know what they saw. There's no doubt that I'm going to doubt anybody that had seen, if they had seen this plane, I'm going to believe them over what the government is saying or what the press is saying. So I find it rather odd. That this sort of thing had taken place the day of these attacks. I'm not convinced, man. I'm not convinced that, I don't know. I can't really say for sure, but people, at the Flight Memorial, they have a very small section of what they claim is Flight 93. Okay? And it has a logo and things on it, but I'm not convinced. Okay, I'm if anything, I'm really confused at this point. I'm confused to the fact that, was this something that was planned? Was the government behind it? I can't say for sure. So those of you making your comments and getting all nasty and everything, okay, listen, I'm not saying the government was behind it. I'm not saying that at all, because I don't know. I'm just basically going by here locally where I live in Pennsylvania, which isn't far from the crash site. I'm going by what people claim they saw. They know what they saw. You're not going to, listen, if you look up in the air, you hear these roaring freaking jet engines. That's going to be pretty freaking loud, and it's going to get your attention, and you're going to look up. And when you look up, what are you going to see? So these people, they know what they saw. They saw a solid white plane, a very large white plane. I'm confused, man. I don't know what to believe at this point. I don't know what to believe. If it in fact was something that the government was behind, what happened to the people? Where did the people go? Did they remove these people? Did they kill these people? What happened to them? There's also been at least 12 different people that have worked in the government offices that knew things about 9/11. They knew things about 9/11 that just mysteriously disappeared, or they had some freak accident where they died. There's at least 12 different individuals that worked in the government that have mysteriously disappeared, or some freak accident had killed them. Now, all these things had taken place, okay? Had taken place right after it happened, okay? The same situation out of Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, where there was a reporter that had came on site because people claimed there was a UFO that had crash landed in a field. Okay, Kecksburg, Pennsylvania is not far from where I live here. It's in fact, it's probably only about 20 minutes. I actually did a story on that one too. But this reporter shows up, okay, he's having interviews with all the different people that saw what they saw. Now he has 2 or 3 days later, after the fact, after the military moved in, removed this thing from the field, and which was a satellite, by the way. It was not a UFO, it is a satellite, supposedly a Russian satellite. Like 2 or 3 days after this had taken place, he's at the radio station where he works, and he has government officials banging on the door, and they want to talk to him. So it's funny that after having this discussion with these government officials, he no longer wants to do a story on it. He doesn't have anything more to say about it. Okay? Then a couple of years go by, he's doing a story. He's in California. He's doing a story over in California where he was actually run over by a car. He was hit. It was a hit and run. They never found out who hit the guy. The guy was killed instantly. It's because of what he knew. The things that he knew is the reason why he was killed. It's crazy. There's some crazy shit that goes on in our country. There ain't nobody that's going to persuade me to believe that our government doesn't have corruption, because it does. And they will go to any level. My opinion, I believe our government will go to any level when it's about money. Okay? They'll take money over somebody's life. That's just my opinion, y'all. Y'all can hate me for that, okay? But it's my opinion. That's all it is. Do I have proof? No, I don't have proof. But I have my opinion. So, I'm hoping later on down the road here, I can go and I can speak with the people that have actually seen this huge white plane. This plane that they had seen flying very low. It was flying very low. So, I'm a bit confused about this Flight 93 thing. You know, I don't know. I don't really know. So, there you have it, y'all. But I'm hoping, like I said, I want to be able to speak to some of these people that claim that they saw a very large white plane with no markings. And then not long after that, there was a crash in Shanksville. So, and then you have people that had claimed that it was shot down by missiles. I don't know. If that is true, we here that live in the area locally was never made aware of any military fighter jets. We do know that they had sent 2 up. They sent 2 up, but it was already too late, they claimed. They sent them out too late. I don't know. Maybe there's just that one individual out there that did see something that he's not speaking about. Maybe somebody did see it get shot down. Maybe somebody seen that this was a pure white plane that crashed in that field. I don't know. Just giving y'all my opinion, y'all, and I'm gonna leave you with that one, okay? So I'm sure many of you will have a lot to say about that, and be nice. You don't have to be bashing each other and calling each other nasty names and stuff. Come on, man. You know, we all live in the same country, you know what I mean? And I think it's terrible that you have people out there that gotta be all nasty with each other and calling them these foul names, and you don't know what you're talking about. Where's your proof? Me personally, I'm going to set it straight. I don't have any proof. I'm just speaking my opinion on it. That's all I'm doing. So, you all have a great day today. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful Monday morning. The sun is up. There's not a cloud in the sky. And just keep it real. Keep it real, you all. You got to... Now, you guys know, man, you just got to keep it real. I'll talk to you guys later. Love the ones you're with. Always love the ones you're with. I'll talk to you.